Hey guys, I am back with another part of the series What If Naruto Lived in the Whirlpool. So let's get into it and yeah, we're gonna my dog's here. Oh my god. Alright, let's start it. Break scene. Tenten had a smile on her face. She was her cousin and aunt. They were telling her all about the new Whirlpool. They entered the weapon shop with her father owned. "Dad, I'm home," she called out. "Hey Tenten, I didn't think you would be you," Tenten's father said as he pointed at Wolfie. Sorry. That's not when I say it. Tenten and Rio blinked with confusion. "Hey there, you gotten old," Yofi said with a smile. "What are you doing here?" "I did my best to make Liana happy. I swear, I did it. She died of a sickness. I couldn't do anything to stop it. Please, don't." Tried me. Tenten's father pleaded as tears rained down on his face. "To humiliate? You threatened to encater my dad?" Tenten asked. Sheesh. That was years ago. Back when he and your mom were getting together. I just gave him a nice friendly chat about him taking care of Diana and such," Yofi said non-carefully. "You kidnapped me. You tied me to a chair. And you told me what you were going to do to me if I broke Diana's heart." Tenten Dad said, sharing with them memories. "I don't understand why you think I came here to do that. I'm just here to train my nephew and here for the finals," Yofi said. "So you're not here to cut my friends off?" Tenten Dad asked as he still kept a cloak covered just in case it was a trick. "Nope. But I do have I need to pull a proposal for you," Yofi said. Okay. What is it?" Tenten's dad asked, still protecting what made him a man. Posing what a man. Okay, let's just keep going. "Dad, I have been asked to decline to decide to rejoin Mom's clan. I am now Tenten Kuzagai," and Tenten said. "You are?" Tenten's dad asked. Tenten nodded. "Sir, with Tenten joining our clan, that means she have to move back home with us. But she knew she didn't want to leave you, so there were some terms offer you to move to the new Whirlpool with Tenten and set up a shop there," Rio said. "Why? I make pretty good, decent living here. Tenten Dad asked. "We can't give you much better pros, and besides, you can be officially authorized by the Kuzenai clan, and that will boost your business for you," Yofi said. Tenten's dad wasn't sure, so Rio handed him some papers. "Here, look through that, and let us know what you decide," Rio said. Tenten's dad nodded. "Come on, my adorable niece. Let's go get some food. I'm starving," Yofi said. So the three Kuzenai clan members left to get some food. While Tenten's dad looked at the papers he had gotten, he had a big decision to make. Scene break. Back to Jiraiya. Jiraiya was shocked as he saw Naruto unleash a perfect Rasengan and obviously a nature border. He had he had taken a page from Mika's book and had learned how to throw the Rasengan. Why Jiraiya was still shocked even though he had seen Naruto complete the Rasengan before. Well, it took Minato 3 years to create and complete this jutsu, and for Naruto, it took no time really at all. Alright, I think I'm close to being ready for this finals, Naruto said. Yep, I can't wait, Miko said. You two have come far. I am sure Rio has grown with his months of training. I can't wait to see how far you all come since I took you as my team, Hideko said. Jiraiya was shook his head. He had learned from his sensei about the Richardson and knew that this would be an interesting time for Konoha. It was a day before the finals. Hideko had called his team together. He looked at the three before him and smiled. I am proud of you all and how far you've come so far in your own training, he said. I have watched you all grow since you were kids, and I am proud to be your sensei. Now, tomorrow I want you to show everyone in that swimming strafe of that our strength of the Whirlpool. Yeah, kick someone's else ass and take names, Yofi shouted. Rio sighed at his anti-behalf. Yofi had decided to stay and watch the finals. She wanted to make sure all the hard work she put into training Rio paid off. Rio, don't let your enemies get the better of you in your match. Your emotions are a double-edged sword and can be your greatest friend just as much as your worst enemy, Hideko said. Rio nodded. Yofi imaged this into him. I mean, literally hammered this into him. He still has scars from her lessons. Mika, your skills as a mannequin has grown during your month, and you also made sure your other skills didn't lack either, Hideko said. Mika smiled. And finally, Naruto, you have made such progress in this month, and I know you're ready to face the Uchiha and whoever else, Hideko said. And Naruto nodded. Let's call it a day. We got a long day tomorrow with the finals and the solution. Good luck, Hideko said. Scene break. There was excitement in the crowd as everyone piled at the stadium. People headed to the beginning counters to places their bets on what comes of matches. Most wanting the Uchiha to win it all. In the streets, the rookie Konoha Genin sat down with their sensei close by, but with a Compton one-eyed Jonin missing. Hideko and Yofi sat with them. Tenten, what's that you wearing? Lee asked. Tenten was wearing her clan's jacket. The emblem of her clan was on the back. It was a large whirlpool. Inside it was two cross katanas, a sword pointed directly down the middle of the cross katanas. Shuriken crawled all around and a skull on the bottom of a cross katanas. The Kuzenai clan love weapons. I am supporting my clan, Lee, Tenten said. You have a clan, Tenten? Guy asked, shocked up upon hearing this info. Yep, that's my niece. And I am Yofi, Kuzenai, number 1 Konoichi of the Kuzenai clan. Yofi proclaimed. The Konoha shinobi looked at Yuffie and blinked. Tenten sighed as she was getting used to her anti-be on her. Well, Hideki ignored it since he was already used to it. The Kuzenai clan, I never heard of them before, and Countess Smoke Jonik named Asuma said. Our clan is close cousins to the Uzumaki clan, Yuffie said. I wonder if I'm a part of a clan. Well, I bet I am. I must find them, and if I don't, well, I will do 1,000 push-ups with one hand, and if I fail to do that, then I will race around Konoha 20,000 times, Lee. Excited. Yes, my youthful student, and I shall help you, and if I fail, I shall. Everyone turned out. Everybody tuned out as Guy rented. Through Yuffie's eyes twice. Twist at this as she so wanted to shut them up with her fist. Hideki was the only thing holding her back from doing this. Just that. Scene break. Down on the field, Naruto, Mika, and Ryo stood. Suddenly was with them along with Kankuro, Tamari, and Gaara. The only two Konoha shinobi were Shikamaru and Neji, with the Uchiha not even there. Along with the around sounding Mika was supposing to be fighting. Man, this is such a drag, the lazy shinobi mentioned as he looked at his fellow comrades and how serious they all looked. Scene break. Up in the Kage booth, Hiruzen sat, then he turned and smiled. Lord Kusakage, how glad you came. I hope you had a safe trip, Hiruzen said. I did, and I am quite glad the finals are here since I didn't think your old bones could take a trip, the Kusakage said. Nonsense, these bones still have some life in them, Hiruzen said and ignored the both. Celine and soon appeared with her guard. Celine had Zabuza and a man wearing a mask with a crow on it. While A's guards was his brother B and other top Joni Yoto something. Lady Uzukage, Lord Rizakage, Kage. Nice to have you here, Hiruzen said, shaking their hands. It's nice to be here. I wouldn't miss seeing my nephew in action, Celine said. Yeah, I am curious to see what Naruto has in store for us, A said. Hiruzen nodded and was curious to what Naruto was going to do. The Kusakage just nodded and his greetings, but inside was seeing at how complicated things had become. Soon the time had came. Hiruzen began by giving a speech, then the first match was underway. All complement heard up the box except Neji, Hyuga, and Ryo Kusagai. Nice said. Naruto said. Naruto survived his counterattacks. Becky, with the help of Gaara to deflect his sensei to Kabuto, giving Hinai time to escape. Oh shit. They all leave, leaving Ryo and Neji both standing one another, eyeing each other as they try to size up their opponent. Yoktai, I give up. Look, that too. Begin, he said, then leap up away. Actually, body flickered away. I have already won this fate. I already won this. Fate has decided, Neji said. I really don't care since I don't believe in fate or any of that bullshit you stuck up. Let's just fight, Ryo said. Neji activated his Byakugan. Stop and stands the Hyuga sat. Hiroshi Hyuga, the lead of the clan, turned to his youngest daughter. Watch carefully, Hanabi. You will see how Hyuga should fight, Hiroshi said. Hanabi nodded. Scene break. In the stands. The kid got a death wish, Yofi said. He does, Hideko said. If you're referring to that Rio kid, then yes, Neji Hyuga is a prize prodigy, Asuma said. Yes, he is really prominent in his clan's taijutsu, Kunai said. I was talking about the Hyuga. I trained Rio up so he can totally own the Hyuga's ass, Yofi said. What do you mean, Kunai asked. You will see. Yofi sings. Scene break. Down on the field, Neji wasn't having good times as Rio was even each of his strikes, and then it was phasing him. Since he couldn't possible, he was a Hyuga, and that means, oh my god, trouble. That means he was better than all other shinobi. He stand the speed of his strikes with Rio dodging them, and the ones he couldn't dodge was paid away with hand slaps, while the other didn't slap away hit, but didn't seem to affect Rio any, which frustrated Neji informally. It seems your Reggic Juniken is affected against me. Ineffective against me, Rio said without emotion. This ticked Neji off even more. You are within my distance, he said. 8 grams, 24 palms, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 64 palms. Neji struck each point and then was pinning. You lose, he said. Then why do I feel fine? Rio asked, still standing. He knew that his armor protected his chakra points, and it didn't block Neji's Byakugan at all. The Hyuga's bloodline could see through the armor, but not see the parts of the armor that protected Rio from gentle fists. So Neji didn't know that none of his attacks were even affecting through, and he saw all the points. Neji was shocked, but he wasn't the only one. Scene break. The Hyugas were shocked that a bunch of member knew one of the main branch Chunsai's, but that shock turned into outrage at someone not failing after their beloved attack. The Joining and the Genin were shocked too. Hinata was there with her team. She was still hurt, but was cleared to be there. She didn't believe that one of the vital issues of the Hyuga clan had failed. How is that possible? He should be on the ground beaten, Asuma asked. Just a part of my kick-ass training, gentlemen, that I give Rio. He can beat the Hyuga Gyunkin, Yofi said. But how? Kunai asked. Something? Sorry, clan secret. Sorry, clan secret, Yofi said. Does that mean I learned it? Tenten asked. Maybe. But that will be later, Yofi said. Tenten nodded. I must get stronger, Gai-sensei, to be able to unleash Neji's attack like Rio does, Neji said. Yes, Rio's flames of youth are burning brightly, Guy said. Will you two knock it off? Yofi shouted as she bounced both of her hands with giant medals as she unsent one of her scrolls. At this time, Hideko didn't get to Yofi in time to stop her from shutting up the two green plex wearing shinobi. Well, that's a way to shut them up, Asuma complimented. Scene break. Back on the field. How are you able to stand? I've sealed all off all your chakra points, Neji asked. Look at your hands, Rio said. Neji did and saw they were raw red. He was confused as to why that was. Now it's my turn, Rio said as he pulled out his katana. Neji got into a defense stance since he knew Rio was quite a good kenjutsu. Yeah. Rio moved in speeds that reached almost Jonin. Neji did his best to dodge and block each slash, but was getting cut up. When Rio finished, he hopped back. Just admit it, defeat, Rio said. No, I am destined to win. It's fate. Neji gasped. He was in great pain from all the shadow cuts he had all over his body. He summoned like hell since there were so many of them all over. He was also tired too from entering even more little slashes. Will you just stop with the fake crap? It's just nonsense, Rio said. Who are you to say that? You don't know what my life was like, Neji said. I know enough. You were part of a branch family of the Hyuga clan that is ordered to protect the main branch. You, like all of your branch family, are banished with a seal to prevent the Byakugan from being stolen. But it's used to make their own family into slaves, Rio said. Neji ripped off his headband showing off the seal. Let me tell you my tale, he said. Oh great. Email story time. Rio mumbled. Neji then went about how his father was killed after Hinata's kidnapping was foiled. Then the Hyuga clan ordered it. Konomo, the village that had attempted to kidnap and decide the request for killing one of their subordinates, they demanded the head of the leader of the Hyuga clan, which was Neji's uncle Higashi. Higashi and Neji's dad, Hushi, were twin brothers. The Hyuga clan elders ordered Hushi to be one of the sacrifice since they didn't actually want to head over Higashi's head to Komo. He heard this, looked a bit ashamed at his village part. Do you know that? Do you actually know that it was the elders? Rio asked. Yes, along with my uncle, Neji spat. Give me a break. I'm sure there are other explanations, like maybe if your father took your uncle's place, your uncle wanted to be the one, but your father stepped in because he loved his brother and he did it to protect his brother, Rio said. Silence! You don't know anything, Neji said. I solve to do. You see, the Kusanai clan is chosen cousins to the Uzumaki clan. Our clan is evolved to be the bodyguard of the Uzumaki clan. So we're kinda of like, Rio said. If I was in the position of your father was in, I know I would do the same thing to save my brother. Neji changed into charge and Rio smirked. He stabbed his katana into the ground and jumped back. And then a bright flash confused the field that came from the katana when it ended and everyone had their vision back. They saw Neji on the ground rolling in pain. He was clutching his eyes. Rio walked over, pulling up his sword and stepped on Neji's chest, placing a tip of his sword at Neji's neck. What Rio did was drop a flash tag on the ground as he put his sword down to hide the dropping of flash tag. Water. Rio's kunai. Water. Winner. Rio kunai. Honai said. Scene break. In the stands, Hugo was shocked at the outcome. Higashi excused himself. He had to talk to his nephew. With the Jonin and Genin, they were shocked too. Well, except Hideki and Yofi. Was that what you had planned out? Hideki asked, turning to Yofi. Nope, I told him to beat the shit out of the Hyuga and cut him up good in the process, Yofi said. That was a flashing tag, right? Kunai stuttered. I think so, but I never seen one so powerful before, Asuma said. Thanks to Naruto for that. He's a prodigy when it comes to flinjutsu, Hideki said. You mean that spiky blonde brat made that seal? Inko asked. He did, and many more. He created many seals that we use in the village, Hideki said. Unbelievable, Kunai said. Yeah, he had Mika and Rio all involved except in the flinjutsu. Expert in flinjutsu, Hideki said. Events? What does that mean? Ino asked. You see, there are stands of level in learning flinjutsu. The first is the bottom one is involved. Everyone stands there next to the beginner, which in step up of knowings. After that is in realm, then comments, then expert, and then there's Hideku's team at anime expert. They're all close to being called master, Yofi said. In New Whirlpool, kids are taught flinjutsu at a young age. Some even before they can walk. They are trained by their families and village in flinjutsu. We have the most seals masters of any village, Hideki said. Naruto is more to master, but he stand back to let his teammates catch up to him. He wants to be a master along with his team. He helps them with their flinjutsu training too. Everyone was shocked to hear that New Whirlpool had so many seal masters. The Jonin knew how difficult a skill that was, and to have many is just simply amazing. Tenten got excited that she'd be learning flinjutsu. Amazing to have 3 getting to advance in flinjutsu, Asuma said. I didn't see what's so great about it, flinjutsu, Sakura said. It's simply girly. Your village, all hidden villages have a chakra signature steam. The chakra signature steam defines unknown chakra stances. that either their villagers is their village, it helps prevent forbidden shinobi entering a village unknown. Seals create that whole system. All exploding tags are seals, as there are stronger scrolls to along with the flash tags. You have just witnessed flame jutsu is quite amazing. A flame jutsu master can wipe out an entire enemy with just seals, Hideko said. They ain't better than Sasuke. I don't know why I said it, but that's how Sakura said it. Sakura said emotionally. Ino nodded in total agreement with her arrival. Thought not as rarely since she stood flame jutsu a bit more than Sakura and knew it was a good tool to know. Hideko was right. Flame jutsu is quite amazing. The only reason why there ain't many masters in that it's very hard to learn since you have to accept you can't mess up a seal. It might cost your life. It might cost your life, Asuma said. Well, I'd be able to become a seal master? Tenten asked. Maybe. We need to test where you are where you at when we get home, Hideko said. Tenten nodded. Hey! They all turned to Yofi's ceiling, stealing Inko's dino, which was a death sentence for many who knew Inko and had much love in her dingo. Yofi thought it didn't seem to care as she was munching away on the dingo with Inko a few seconds away of mulling Yofi. But before the snake masters could move, Yofi humped and healed a kunai and landed right between Inko's legs. This stunned everyone. Don't worry, I'll pay you back for what I took in. Check your pocket, Yofi said as she snatched on. Don't worry, I will pay you back what I've taken. Check your pocket, Yofi said as she snatched on the dino she had stolen. Inko looked in her pouch coat pocket and found cash. How? She asked. I'm not only a number one in Koneichi of the Kuzenai clan, but I'm also one of the best pickpockets and thieves too, Yofi said as she kept munching away on the dino she had taken. Oh my god. Break scene. In the Kage booth there was shock of Rio beating a Hyuga. Damn it, that brat gotten better, Aya said. He has, and not to mention a flashy way to end things, Celine said with a grin. There were groans on hearing the very bad pun. I must say, through that, Rio has shown great composure. Great combat, I think. I'm surprised he found a way to engage the Hyuga Gunkin who was inside. That was mostly likely Yofi's doing. She developed a way to beat the Hyugas, Celine said. Interesting, the Kazekage said. Yes, but is he a chonin material? He asked. I say he is, Celine said. Yes. I'm also very surprised with the power of the flash tag, Hiruzen said. That would be Naruto's work. She increased the power of the explosion and the flash tag, Celine said. Really? How powerful? Hiruzen asked. Let's see. He got a X5 and 10x, 15x, 100x, and 100x. And so on and so far. I think the strongest he got was a 350. And those are all a small village, Celine said. This made all the Kages eyes widen, and all the color Naruto had within in his fingertips. Scene break. And cause of the booth where it was talk, I think Rio copied your little trick he used back in the forest against the Uchiha, Mika said. He did? But it works against many shinobi with a bloodline in the eyes, Naruto said. Mika nodded. Man, how strong are you guys? Kankuro asked. We're pretty strong, but Naruto is the strongest of us, all of us. Rio said, "Am I entering the box?" Shikamaru grunted in troublesome with Shino against his sighting his glasses. I think I'm gonna end it here. So I see you guys in the next part. And yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.